All right, so obviously, who knows what was gonna happen? Who would have knew that right now at fucking 7:49 p.m. in an Airbnb in LA? That's how Drake would name this. If this was a Drake song right now, he would name this 7:49 p.m. in an Airbnb in LA.
Nah, he'll name it 7:49 in West Hollywood.
7:49 in West Hollywood. That's the name of this episode. 7:49 in West Hollywood. Yeah. All right, cool.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Higher learning.
Hey yo,
damn sure ain't lost much.
Niggas better stop acting like I motherfucking lost touch. Fuck out of here. Y'all already know what it is. Like I said, I ain't gonna do another intro just to be that guy that says the intro over. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. Mic check, turn my headphones up and all that
God
shit.
damn it, you gonna know who the fuck I am, yo. It's your boy Chill Mo in the motherfucking building.
And let me tell y'all, we high as a bitch right now. All right, so here's the thing, right? Realistically speaking, when I sat down with my corporate mindset and started planning out what I thought this season was going to be, I had a certain idea going into it.
Right.
And I fully anticipated that idea would change as time went along because that's just how life works. And then I started getting all these delicious strains of weed. And then I just could not help myself. So I just been fucking smoking. and then Sage and them then all fucking touched down and they left out, went to go get some food on some touristy shit like us too, right? But then they went to like 2 dispensaries, they went back to cookies, and then they walked in here and now it's like 4 different strains of exotic just floating around. All right, so obviously, who knows what was gonna happen? Who would have knew that right now at fucking 7:49 p.m. in an Airbnb in LA? That's how Drake would name this. If this was a Drake song right now, he would name this 7:49 p.m. in an Airbnb in LA.
Nah, he'll name it 7:49 in West Hollywood.
7:49 in West Hollywood. That's the name of this episode. 7:49 in West Hollywood. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's start with the 420 code. As we do, the 9th rule of thumb states to get the highest, you might want to take a break. It says, and the pothead, knowing he had lost, turned to leave town forever. But the stoner stopped him, held out the joint, and asked, do you want to take a hit of this? Listen, the 9th rule of thumb is pretty simple. It's saying that sometimes you can smoke yourself. All right, let me ask you a question. Have you ever smoked yourself sober before?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, why am I still smoking? What is the reason of this? Yeah, definitely.
I done smoked myself awake.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what
at
I'm
one
saying?
point in time, you was like faded, sunk in the couch, high as a bitch. Like, yeah, I'm in the mix. And then you was being greedy and you smoked that last blunt again. And after you smoked that blunt, immediately it was different. Nigga. Now you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, as groovy as you was.
I'm talking about it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking I'm about to smoke this blunt to put me out. And nigga, I smoked the blunt and I'm up watching Ridiculous till like 8 in the morning, nigga. You feel me? Like, nigga, what the fuck? What time is it? What the fuck?
So
you going to work?
When do you know you're sober? After you smoked yourself, like, sober?
Like, it's like this, right? All right, look, I'll give you a prime example. There was this one time where I was up all night chilling with these girls, right? Now, mind you, I knew this one girl. The girl who I knew, me and her was just cool. She fucked with girls and fucked with dudes. We used to fuck around, but we wasn't on no old like cock blocking each other shit in social situations. Sure. This was considered a social situation, right? So there was other girls who was into it. There were some other dudes that was kind of clownish. They had the wrong type of juice, you know what I'm saying? Wrong sauce for the occasion, right? So, long story short, right? Whenever niggas say long story short, you get ready to tell a long story. But I'm gonna try to make it like real short for real, because I got a show to do, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so fuck, I'm high as shit. What the fuck was we just talking about? Yeah?
I know. All right, well, fuck.
So I just smoke myself sober, right? So we're trying to stay up long enough to wait for these niggas to leave, right? Because shit can get lit. Now shit was getting lit. Like, you know how the dip off is? Where you like dip off with a chick and you'll get it in a little bit real quick. And it's like, yeah, like you're cool, but you're not all the way satisfied at that moment, right?
Yeah,
so this is one of those situations. We needed to get rid of these other guys because then the numbers change. The rest of them was trying to get into it anyways.
Yeah.
But they wasn't trying to get into it with these dudes. As long as these two dudes left, the numbers changed to where there was multiple of them and less of us. There was more vagina than there was dick in the building. It was awesome. Awesome ratio, right?
Yeah.
So we're smoking, drinking, smoking. This was during my ecstasy era. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I had an era where I was, you know, all my X-Man shit, right? So,
I think they might be too young to know.
Yeah,
about
it's like
that.
4 o'clock in the morning at this point in time, and I've smoked a ridiculous amount of like high grade marijuana, and I smoked a blunt, and I remember the blunt that I smoked that changed it because after I smoked it, I felt less high than I was
but
before.
now it's different.
But
See, now
I
it's
was
different,
like
though.
probably so high that I was in like that next zone level to where it was like normality. Shit
but
was just
no.
like normal.
Yeah.
But it's
It's
different though.
almost like-
You didn't mention this in the beginning because I know because I done took ecstasy before.
What does this go to?
It goes to the
That's a
left.
cake.
But look, off the ecstasy, you can smoke yourself sober because at some point the ecstasy is stronger than the weed. You get
Well,
what
I
I'm
smoked
saying?
myself sober one time before I ever took ecstasy when I was younger. But so I know you can smoke yourself sober without taking ecstasy. That's not like the variable of the fucking equation and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not.
trying to think of an experience where
Yeah.
I've smoked myself sober.
Okay, so high thought.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. You just gotta. Have you ever just smoked and smoked? Have you ever had the situation where no
did
matter
that
how
yesterday,
much,
kinda.
no matter
Yeah.
basically,
In the
no
joint,
matter
and
how
I was
much
like,
you
fuck.
smoked, put like this. Imagine a night where no matter how much you smoked, no matter how many times you rolled up that night, you weren't going to run out of weed. And no one was gonna care how much you rolled up and smoked that night. I'm talking about a situation like this, to where it's like we're not talking about a night where like you go out to get a set amount of weed to smoke with the homies. I'm talking about like you're in a spot where there is an unlimited amount of weed to smoke, and no one cares how much you roll out. You can smoke yourself sober if you're greedy enough to smoke yourself to that point, yo. You know what I'm saying?
So high thought is being high sober and is being
I
sober
don't know if I've
high.
ever got
Ooh,
That's a real good question. I think we should say.
He get the Street Fighter toy for that one, yo. Oh, you he's on fire. He's on fire.
Say that one again. I didn't hear it.
So, is being high sober and sober actually just being high?
Oh,
So
That
it's like
is-
weed or actual real medicine to actually being sober?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. No.
I don't know.
Like you're so high that our high is sober. You feel me? Like to a regular smoker,
I get that. Maybe do we have issues?
Is that a...
she about to stop smoking.
No, hell.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like in today's society, maybe I don't think I have anxiety, but niggas be like, oh, you have anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, I think
I'm
we
smoking
all have
or
anxiety in some
Some type of
situation.
dependence on
Yeah.
this thing, you know.
If you black, you have PTSD and all that just from being black.
You want to know what's crazy?
Like,
It sounds narcissistic for me to say what I'm gonna say, but real niggas will feel me. Sometimes I get anxiety when I'm like in like a situation like business, like corporate shit, like I'm making a pitch, right? Let's say I'm making a business pitch of something that I know I did my shit. I know I did my research. I know I crossed my T's, dotted my I's, and I know that you should 100% follow the idea that I'm giving you.
Right.
I get fucking anxiety over pitching it to you because I in my mind, I know I'm gonna feel fucking crazy if you don't roll with it, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna work myself into the ground trying to figure out where did I make the mistake that didn't make you take a home run, because this was a fucking home run. I just laid it out for you.
I mean, it's always good to look at your flaws and faults and things
Yeah.
that you could correct and fix, but at the same time, you You can't go in with that mindset.
Yo, that's why I love podcasting, because this is the only arena where I won't overjudge myself as a perfectionist in podcasting. That's why I love this shit.
Sometimes you do gotta be a perfectionist. Like, to get to a certain point, you have to be a perfectionist, because no matter what, like, if you're not, then you're not gonna get anywhere in life. Like, especially if you know where you're supposed to be. Like, you're gonna want everything to be exactly how you want it. Like, so you feel me? You gotta be a perfectionist, man.
So I pulled a story from someone interesting on the internet that had an interesting situation at Taco Bell one night in our segment that we like to call Because I Got High.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Go to the next. Go to the next.
All right, so it was a lazy summer night. Now listen, any story that ever starts with a something summer night or a winter night or a windy night, like you already know you getting ready to read some shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how they started it. So the story begins with that I desperately needed a Taco Bell Baja Blast Freeze. All right, I feel you. I'm already with you. Okay? After taking a few hits with my brother, this Baja Blast became the reason of my whole existence. After elaborating on about the true godliness of this drink for a good 10 minutes, my brother got the hint and started up the spaceship, and we were off on our quest. Yo, this nigga was high as a motherfucker when he said this shit. The quest took about a couple of years, but it was definitely worth it. So it'd be about to quench the unquenchable thirst. As we arrived at the drive-thru precisely at 1:23 a.m., we panicked because we forgot the reason that we got there. But then bam, all of a sudden, the Baja Blast. All right, he grasped it in the air, he got it, and then the guy at the drive-thru window looked at him and handed him a drink and said, "Do you want some sauce with that?" And then like a second went by, and then they just looked at each other and started laughing, and boom, he drove away. But it's like he knew, I guess. Has anybody had any interesting situations that's happened dealing with fast food places because you were high?
Ben.
Notice.
It's a vibe. This is higher learning.
Sweet backwood, what you need? 'Cause we've been arguing since 2:45. Ain't nothing really wrong. We just need some one-on-one. Yeah, get it. Why we mad? What's the problem? Where the tree? We in our feelings, oh, and I know what we need. Ain't nothing really wrong. And I know what you need. I can't send you half the time. The other half, you're on my mind. The only time we get it right is when we exhale. Roll up. When we exhale. Roll up. Roll up. I'm rolling 3, 2 for you and 1 for me. 'Cause what I really need, you got between your knees. Ain't nothing really wrong. We just need some one-on-one. OG indica Hennessy. I got that shit you need to change your energy. Come give me what I want. Oh, I know what you want. I can't send you half the time. The other half, you're on my mind. The only time we get it right is when we exhale. Roll up. When we exhale. Roll up.
just had something happen. It wasn't because I was high.
Okay, well, hold up.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Go to the next.
All right, go. What happened?
All right, so it wasn't because I was high. But, all right, so I go to the motherfucking McDonald's. You feel me? You order your food. You know they got the 2 line shit now. You feel me? So, person in front of me, he ordered his food. So, he go ahead. Then the nigga and the other shit, you feel me? He ordered his food. He go, I order mine, I go. So, whole time, we is sitting in this line for like 10 minutes. And it's not moving.
Right.
You feel me? It's late night. You feel me? Everybody coming home from wherever. I'm thinking it's busy.
Yeah.
Whole time, we looking, it's this old ass man sitting in the car asleep at the wheel like that. So niggas motherfucking drive around him, and so now we in front of him, and he in back of me. So, person I'm with, she look at me like, is you gonna go tap on this window to go wake him up or something? I'm like, no. I am a nigga that mind his own business.
Right.
But so I drive up a little bit. Then some white people come behind me. You know what the fuck they did?
What?
They went and tapped on this nigga window. I said, yo, they probably looking at me like I'm some shit right now because I ain't want to wake the man up.
Right.
Listen, let that man sleep. I'm getting my food and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like,
all right,
that.
Check this out.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Go to the next.
All right, so I've been writing this book. I don't really know what the title's going to be. It started out as Sex, Love, and Other Drugs back in the day, but I changed the title. I don't know what I want to call it, but it's basically a collection of like stories that involve drugs or sex. From the time that I was a teenager, losing my virginity, and it's going to continue, I guess, until I die. I don't know how many different chapters I'll put it out.
When you
now that I'm doing this podcasting thing, I'm thinking about doing it as like a audio book, like read the actual stories as like a podcast season. I don't know. Who knows?
Should, yeah.
We got a network. We can do what the fuck we want to. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that being said, so there's this situation where within one of these stories, I was trying to show off with these chicks like early in the morning, like before I had to go to school. And I had already fully like decided that I wasn't going to school that day. You know what I'm saying? Like I was chilling with them. We was getting high. And other things that teenagers are not supposed to do were going to be happening, right? All right, so we goes to McDonald's to start with. High as a bitch in the morning. So I start like buying like one of everything, slowly but surely, off of the breakfast menu. And they also had the sundaes too. So I remember getting like 2 apple pies and like a caramel sundae with extra caramel and extra peanuts and all this shit like that, right? Now, mind you, my stepmother swears up and down. She was one of those people to where like she would always pull a cause that she would like be into. And she would be so into it that the moment that she didn't give a fuck about it anymore, she ain't want nobody to know.
Right.
So she would just go ahead and live her life the way she wanted to, but low key. So she was on some shit where I should never bump into her at fucking McDonald's because she's on some old, I don't eat fast food and all that fucking like high and mighty over the fast food shit.
Right.
But
That's
why?
me.
But why she pull up and get ready to walk into McDonald's as I'm walking out of McDonald's 2.5 hours after I'm supposed to be at school?
That's also me.
Oh shit.
So
you got in trouble, but you like, what the fuck?
well, I had the
doing
girls with me, so it was one of those things where I had to make a lie that I knew she was going to check up on, I knew she was going to catch me in, and suffer double consequences later because I couldn't go to school and I couldn't go home. I was already into it. Like I was in too deep at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't go home now, so they could clown me later. Man. No. My priorities were straight for a teenager. Now, as an adult, I realized the error in my ways. But as a teenager, my priorities were straight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At all costs, do not embarrass yourself in front of these girls.
Man, listen.
No matter what your mother say. Who is she? She only your mother.
Man, listen.
All right, so let's get into some higher learning, some educational
This
shit.
is higher learning.
All right, so I've been giving y'all some terms and some shit that every stoner needs to know so you actually know what you're talking about when it comes to the weed that you smoke. These are going to be weed and grow terms. As I've told you before, we've started our own cannabis clothing company and weed brand called Dreamland, and we're going to be putting out some signature strains sometime in the near future. And whenever a nigga says near future, that means that we have no idea when we're actually going to put that shit out. But it's just what niggas say because we think you're going to overjudge us when we say, listen, this is an idea that we have, and we don't know when we're going to manifest that idea. So in order for you to not judge us, we'd be like, in the near future. But I'm going to tell you that in the near future, we going to put out some weed under this company called Dreamland. Right. I just don't know when that near future the fuck is. We're going to get through the season of this podcast first, see if this shit works. Right. Y'all might cancel my whole shit like by the time this is all said and done. I mean, because we be wilding on the regular podcast and we be wilding on this one too. I mean, we're getting ready to turn it up a notch in a minute anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is one of those ones where it's like if you're like squeamish or fucking like all like super offended and all that kind of shit like that, then I thank you for listening so far. You've counted as a download. I appreciate you. You might want to just come back next Friday because shit's getting ready to get lit.
You do want to come back.
So
next
let's get into the grow terms before we do that.
You want to tell your grandmother about it. You want to tell your mama about it.
A clone.
You want to tell your sisters about it. Tell them to come listen to Higher Learning Podcast and learn how to smoke some weed. Goddamn.
Tell everybody.
All right, so clones. Clones refers to a clipping from a cannabis plant, which can then be rooted and grown through a cloning process of the mother plant from which the clone was cut. So basically, when you are coming up with your own strains of weed, usually you're going to land on a good phenotype. We talked about genotypes and phenotypes on the last episode. You're going to end up with a good phenotype from the good genotype that you picked, right? Boom. Now you're going to want to create clones of this. This is where
don't know what genotype and phenotype.
Well, no, if they didn't, then they should pause on this episode, go back to the last episode and listen to it, because the part of the point of higher learning is that we're educating people in a sequential order. So anything that I'm mentioning from the last episode, they should know. But I'll tell you guys that. So the genotype is the genetics of the weed. So for instance, if I took Sour Diesel and Blue Dream and put it together and called it Blue Diesel, right? All right.
Or Boston OG.
It's good. There's people that live into a unit that's back on the guest house.
Niggas got scared. Like.
Yeah. All right, so if I took Blue Dream and Sour Diesel and I crossed it together and called it Blue Diesel, that would be the genotype. That's the genetics of the weed, the parent plants, right? Right. But if I took Blue Dream and Sour Diesel and crossed it, you took it and crossed it, you took it, you took it, you took it, we might all turn out with some different buds. Our buds might be different colors. They might come out different sizes, different shapes. Those are all the different phenotypes. So the phenotypes is the physical way the weed presents itself after you cross it together. Once you come up with a good phenotype, you want clones of this shit. So you clip your buds, boom, 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 to create the clones that you can reroot and plant new plants with. And that's how you keep the same phenotype. So once you come up, let's say you cross two strains together, and by the fifth one, you get some fire. Now you want clones of that fifth one so you can grow 100 plants of that one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Boom. But you don't even want to start with the seed. You just clip a piece of the plant that can be a clone, and you just repot it as if the same way how I used to see my mother do it with ferns. And her friends do it with ferns when I was younger. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if one of her homegirls had like a nice fern, she would get a clipping of it, and she'd bring it home and put it in her pot and grow a whole plant out that shit. That's basically what a clone is or whatever. It's crazy that they was doing that shit.
That's how plants reproduce. So technically, the leaf is the egg, right? So then that germification, how seed grows.
Okay.
So that's the process of that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the mic, you gotta drop that knowledge in the mic for him, yeah. All right. So cross genetics, of course, is when we're talking about crossbreeding, and that's when we're putting two strains together. But back crossing is one part that a lot of people don't know. Back crossing is a hybrid plant that's been bred with one of its parents. So it's basically like incest, but when it comes to weed, incest is okay. This is probably the only situation that I could ever find that incest is all right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. See, I told you that we're about to get close to cancellation in a segment.
No, it's asexual reproducing, right? So it's the same way as like.
No matter what you say about it, it still doesn't sound right.
I know.
Can you say pause?
No, it's just
no
types of reproduction.
Pause. All right, I put one out there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not human beings.
So
it just sounds.
They're plants.
Crazy.
So so basically, what it is that you might want to intensify a desired recessive gene, right? So let's say that, for instance, right, when I breed one of my strains, I want to call it Daydream. I want Daydream to be a sativa dominant hybrid that's perfect for the creative. The person that makes music, that does art, that does creative things, any type of businessman, someone who has to be on the go but likes to smoke their bud. They want to smoke weed in the morning like they drink coffee in the morning. And they don't want to make them lazy. They want it to make them alert.
Sharp, like what we're smoking.
Right, exactly.
Up right now.
Sativas, yeah, that type of shit. So let's say that I get
Maui
that
Gold.
out of one of my parent strains. And I find I want to cross it with something that also gives you the calming relaxedness. So you're creative and focused, but you're not edgy. You're kind of real chill, but you're on your business. That's what I want Daydream to be. So I would find whatever trait in the parents that I want, and then I would clone them with each other to force them into making it stronger for that. So I get my full relaxation out of here, my full creativity out of here, then cross those two together, and then we get the hybrid of what we want. You know what I mean?
I am high as shit.
All right, so we're going to catch a vibe, and then we will be right back on Higher Learning.
Notice.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
statements.
All right.
This is higher learning.
All right, so Sean and them got some edibles, right? And it was interesting that they. I know that you didn't feel it yet, and I'm getting ready to explain to you why. Listen,
I think I feel it. 'Cause
edibles hit people at different rates and different speeds of time because of the simple fact that THC.
It's like light, different types of light.
Listen, THC is activated based on heat. Okay. So there is activated THC put into these edibles because if anyone's been paying attention this whole season while we've been trying to teach people shit, they would know already that they probably decarb the marijuana first before they put it into something that it's soluble into and then made the edible from it. Now, when you buy shit from the store, they can only sell you but so much. I believe that it's 100 milligrams per package. That is the legal amount of THC that they can sell you. And they can only give you up to 10 milligrams per dose. Right. Now, here's the thing.
But
you can safely take more than one 10 milligram edible and be cool. But the thing about it is that if you've never taken edibles before, the first time, you have to just wait it out. Because of the simple fact that you might not feel it for an hour or two.
I do edible.
Sometimes it takes right. So if you've taken edibles,
we like, yeah,
you know,
100% stone.
Like there's some people that microdose between 1 and 2.5 milligrams. That is like something for like mild release of symptoms, but it's great for focus and creativity. Like I know one time I got my hands on some microdose mints. Right, they're these little tiny little breath mints. Right, and they were the strong version of it, and the strong version of it was like 2 like milligrams a piece or whatever, right? So it wasn't enough to make you high, but it was enough to where it's like after about an hour of taking one of those mints, I clearly felt what the package told me it was supposed to do. Like I'd be in the office in the zone, getting them spreadsheets done and all that shit. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like all that little shit that I'd be doing or whatever. Now, when you get to the 50 to 100 milligram type of edibles, the type of shit that I like, once you eat one of those, I eat a bite of one of those, and I put the whole shit. Like, if I get a brownie right now, I take a bite, and I set that shit down for at least the next 2 hours.
You gotta eat the whole thing.
The whole thing?
No way. Like,
yes, sir.
If I get one that I know that, like, because I know a girl that makes them strong. So, like, if she doses it, I'll know. Like, she'll be like, yo, this shit is like 40, 50 milligrams, like, per brownie. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like she done made that shit super strong. But she's taxing like a motherfucker. But she done had some brownies that was, like, maybe 20 milligrams per brownie, right? But I ate 3 of those brownies one time, fucking around, like, because I wasn't hitting me and shit. Man, by the time that shit hit me, yo, I did not want to be high anymore.
That's uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Yeah, that shit was trippy.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I don't know if I feel it yet, but I took half of an edible. It's been about an hour.
I took half of that shit too.
Same.
Me too.
I don't know.
All right, so
I don't know.
Strain reviews. We smoked a lot of shit.
Nah,
and like
let's
I said,
let's do 5 on it first. And then get into the strain reviews after that. Cause you say you cutting it up and all that.
Well, yeah, let's get into the main one. What was the first one that we rolled up that we got?
Maui
the Bundt Cake. Bundt Cake.
Oh, Bundt Cake.
All right, a Bundt Cake because that is on the baker's dozen list right there.
Okay. Oh, it is.
All right, yeah. So Bundt Cake from Cookies. You know, I told you guys that loosely. I mean, I had an idea of what I wanted to go into with the show, and part of it was we wanted to figure out what was the best strain that they had at Cookies. We got some of them that had the names, and I went for some that were like lower THC content, maybe had different types of interesting mixes or whatever that did different things. I tried to keep sativas separate for the daytime. I tried to keep indicas for the nighttime, and then when all this shit happened today with all of us, shit just got fucked up. Right now, we're high as bitch, and we smoked this Bundt Cake. I was talking to Sage on the phone, and I was basically telling him, get some shit that I don't already got here. That way, we could add to some more that we got. So, like, I'm gonna keep it real. He added to making the Baker's Dozen possible. Him and Breeze and Kate did, because they just brought Trey over there sneezing.
Corona.
So they just brought, that nigga. Oh man.
They don't want me.
All right, so it brought 4 more strains to the mix, but we're gonna keep it consistent, and we are going to go with our next Baker's Dozen, which is Bundt Cake. This shit was like fucking 20. Look at the back of that package. Did that shit say 29%?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah,
All right. That shit's 29% THC, and that shit is ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, I love it. I like it.
I know that sounds like a super like fucking poor ass like weed review, but let me just tell you that Bundt Cake has me super stuck right now.
That shit had
Everybody in here is on stupid stuff. I don't know if it's the edible. I don't know if we just smoked like 4.
Oh, is it? So now Bundt Cake was one of those strains that was like burner cookies, where it had one of those names, and I seen it, and every time I would look at the comments on Instagram, because I don't live in California, duh. So I can see what they put out on Instagram. Seen it on Instagram, knew I wanted to smoke it. I'm looking at the shit right now. It has these super bright white crystals all over it with this light green color. It's not as dense as some of the other weeds we've been smoking. It definitely has some sticky resin. The trichomes, everything just looks beautiful when it comes to this strain of weed.
Let me put it in black
most
people
of
term.
all,
Let me put it in black people term.
Yeah.
Let me smell that.
Hold up. Yeah, give her. Yeah. All right, black people. Oh, you want? All right, black people turn. Yo, hey, shit, man. This shit, dog. This shit is green. They got dark green leaves, light green leaves, middle green leaves, right? They got some orange heads on this shit. Not really crystal. It's not a lot of crystals on it. Kind of fluffy. Smells kind of it's like a sharp smell, I would say.
Sharp smell.
It's sharp smell.
Okay, I like that one.
You get what I'm saying?
Feel me? Open up packages, very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
like
and
it.
it's crazy because I'm getting unknown origins of this strain. That's one of those things that I like. Like I'm mad right now that I can't find the information that I want, but I'm getting unknown origins. Like I can't tell you what the parent strains of this fucking Bundt Cake is, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it must be a new strain.
But I know that this shit is some fire. Because right now it has me in the mix, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need to hit that one again. I'm still off this.
I'm not gonna lie right now. At this point in time, between this and the banana pound cake that we just smoked, I am already ready to vote one of those two as the great fucking cookie, yo.
I hit the Maui Gold.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute too.
Okay, but hit it just right now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta taste it. I like the Maui Gold shit.
That's that right there. It's just a popper.
Hold
it's
it.
an eye opener right there.
Let me get this.
That's for the coffee drinkers.
Yeah, show you about to roll up.
On my flight, I put a little Jack Daniels
I got
in
a
the
little-
coffee.
Got a little helper.
Shout out to Boogie.
He said mix that in with what you got.
Mixing, look at my Starbucks.
Show him ready to go to sleep.
No, I'm ready to smoke some more.
Oh shit! All right, so
Who is this?
As he sounds
Yo, who
sleepy.
is this? You passed me this.
That's Katie.
That's Katie's. Oh, that's yours, Katie?
Yeah.
all right, so we definitely the Bundt Cake is fucking crazy. I just smoked some of that Maui Gold. That's clocking in at 22% THC, 0.04% CBD. It is a Merkine dominant as far as the terpene. It is a sativa hybrid. And she got that from this place called Sherbaninskis. Sherbaninskis originated as a cult favorite dispensary in San Francisco in the Sunset District by Mr. Sherbaninski, and he is a cannabis curator of some strains, Sunset Sherbet and the Gelato line, Bacchio, Mochi, and Acai Berry and Jello. But there's one strain that he has right here that now is on my fucking hit list, which is Pink Panties. Pink Panties sounds like the type of shit that I'm into. Which brings me to my question from the mind of a stoner. would you rather have this or that? I'm going to pose a question.
Would you rather?
Yeah. I mean,
Let's go. Here we go.
Hold on, this is a new one? This is a new one?
well, I mean, it's from the mind of a stoner, but I just decided to throw this one in there. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know.
You got any intro music to this?
All right, so ready? So,
like
would you rather have amazing sex only once a week,
Okay.
or mediocre sex on demand all that week?
Nah, give me the amazing sex. Amazing. I need the. Hold on. All right. So this is the question. This is: do you have the amazing sex, or do she has the amazing sex?
No. That what I'm saying is that what you're gonna receive, the feeling you're gonna get. You either get the amazing hit one time a week, or the mediocre hit on demand.
Now, when you say mediocre,
I mean, like close, but I mean, you're gonna get there, but
like
it's not gonna.
top. You really ain't that sloppy.
No, it's gonna be something to where it's like it's fucking, but it's just like it's like the basic like store brand of fucking. It's not like Versace pussy. It's not like Versace pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
so. This is more like
it's like greater value pussy for the week.
Like this is like Walmart. This is like Walmart.
Yeah.
Nah.
Walmart pussy for the week and Versace pussy.
Give me the Versace.
Now you want to go to Saks Fifth instead of Walmart.
All right.
Okay.
Give me that. I can't
Or
have
Tarjay.
Is that the consensus? Is that the consensus around the room? You'd rather take the amazing hit for the once a week versus.
I'd rather go to Saks once a week than Walmart.
All right, so let me up the ante. What about a month?
Oh shit!
Now, hold on. The amazing sex once a month, or the mediocre sex on demand.
Nigga, I am
on
going
demand.
to Kmart, nigga. I am not waiting no fucking month.
You stretch.
They're closing some stores.
I see some stores closing. I see some stores closing myself, yo.
I was like, damn, I was
Yeah, I've been trying to tell them stores tell my fucking DM, yo.
All right, if the sex mediocre, how's the body?
I mean,
that
listen.
makes a difference.
All right, now we're gonna get into an interesting conversation because does it? Let me ask you a question. All right, now we're there. We're there. So, if a chick got a sexy ass body, she look really good. She's the epitome of the prototype of what you're trying to get, right? But the box is just mediocre. You can imagine the box. You can will it being better.
Yeah.
You can will it.
Honestly, you can live in a fantasy.
You can.
You can live in a fantasy.
No, I definitely
Live in the fantasy.
Live in the fantasy.
Listen, all right. See, first of all, let me teach y'all something real quick. Let me learn y'all something, right?
I mean,
If you are that nigga,
Okay.
then you would make the pussy what it is.
Okay.
Long term though.
Yeah. You feel me? Like, cause certain bitches, see, what it is, you have to find what turns a bitch on. Not all bitches is turned on by the same shit.
Right. I follow you.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to find what released that ocean water. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So once you find what released that ocean water, everything is good in the hood. But if you ain't got the ability, then you annexed it and let the next nigga get it. The next nigga, that's why you be like, that nigga married that bitch. Man, you feel me? That's why he released the ocean.
I mean, if we're talking a month, I'm not.
But I'm still taking the Kmart for the month. God damn it! Nah, fuck that. I need the.
I
need the on demand.
Here's the thing.
if
For me, it's like this, right? The month is hard for me, so I only think I could do the month. But every 3 weeks, if I could design it to be exactly the way I want it to go down, like that every third week, yo, I could possibly make that agreement. Possibly, but I'm talking about the filthiest. It's gonna be like some of the nastiest shit in this design, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna want to do some ill shit. Not like that ill, but like I'm gonna, like, you know, like
that's pretty cool.
like it needs to be like a movie. It has to be like a movie.
He
Get
was
into a little
funny as
TMI
shit.
graphic.
He said, if I'm gonna wait a month,
he already
nigga,
gave
we
you
gonna
warning
do
before
every
you straight.
motherfucking thing. God damn it.
Yeah.
Everything
nigga
I've been
said-
thinking
Like,
about.
Wait,
like
what's too far then?
even shit that I don't, even shit that I don't want to do, even shit that I don't want to do has to be on the menu that
No,
day.
sir.
No,
Yeah,
even
you
shit.
just gotta
No.
buy it.
I'm not talking
Well,
about.
I mean,
No.
never
Listen,
mind.
listen. Let me make this very clear.
Let me
No,
stop.
hold up. Let me make it clear for the listeners out there before they take a sound bite and try to chump me out. No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about anything's on the menu what she would do to me. What I'm saying is that even shit that I wouldn't want to do to you, I would like the option. I would like the option of that shit today. That's what I'm saying, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even if I don't want to do it, bitch,
Yeah.
ask me.
All right, but
All right, so what won't you do?
listen, man.
As in what? What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
We talking about, are you a whipping chains guy?
Okay, we went there.
As long as nothing.
I thought he was going to talk
Listen,
about
listen.
the other thing.
Ass,
I'm about
ass,
to say,
all the
like,
ass shit is off limits.
All
All right.
We all know you don't want to answer that. Chill, Mo, easy.
Anything relating to my ass is off limits. Outside of that, as long as it is heterosexual activity.
Look, okay, I'm not gonna hold you. I've heard, well, not me, but I've heard that's the new thing.
The
For
whipping
male-
chains?
For straight men to have their ass eaten by their significant girl. I've heard that.
I've never
I have a
thought
lot of
about
male
doing
friends.
that. I've never thought about doing that, but I wouldn't be. I wouldn't.
That's one way
I
to
wouldn't
tell your
think.
friends it does.
I wouldn't think it was weird if my homeboy told me he did.
That's how I feel about it. Because some of my homeboys done came to me like, yeah, this happened. And I was just like, ugh. How it feel? But I ain't never go there. You feel me? I ain't never go there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't like no butt play, nothing. You feel me? I don't know.
All right, so there's several different methods of infusion, as I've been telling you guys. I gave you guys a quick rundown earlier of how to make your can of milk, but you're going to need it for the recipe that I have for you today because now we are on recipes in our munchies.
I get something to drink because I got the munchies. I've been smoking dope. I got the munchies.
All right, so if you don't have can of milk on hand for these Cheddar Bey Biscuits, the shit's like the Red Lobster joints, you know what I'm saying, with the garlic shit in them, but these ones going to get you high. I'm going to show you how to make them today. You're going to break your decarbed wheat up into small pieces. You're going to bake it in the oven at 240 degrees for 25 minutes, like I told you before. You're going to heat some milk in a double boiler on medium heat or in a heavy pot on low to medium-low heat and add the decarbed wheat. You're going to heat until the milk reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Hold that temperature to 30 to 45 minutes, stirring frequently. So you want to bring the milk to a boil, in layman's terms, with the decarbed wheat in there. Like I said, it's going to do its job for you because once you put the wheat in the oven, you've pulled the THC out, you've activated it. Now the milk fat is going to soak the THC into the milk fat. You're going to strain it through a strainer, and now you have your can of milk, right? Same thing if you want to make some can of infused oil just for extra taste, or you want to make some extra can of butter to put on your biscuits. However high you want to get, just know, like I told you earlier today, dose yourself accordingly. The first time you make this shit, just eat a little bit, yo. It's okay. Like, you can go back and rewind this shit and press play as many times as you want to. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you've already figured out, if you're listening to this right now, you've already figured out that you can listen to podcasts for free. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So you can go back and listen to this shit, yo. So don't rush yourself. But now let's get into the recipe. So you want to take 2 cups of flour. You can use regular flour or you can use can of flour, which I told you guys about earlier. You need 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese. You need some garlic. I prefer using garlic powder or fresh garlic that I'll break down in some butter. You could take some fresh garlic and saute it down into some can of butter if you're feeling really frisky. But otherwise, any type type of garlic
Frisky.
soap. But any type of garlic soap or garlic powder will do. You're going to need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You want to mix all the dry ingredients together plus the grated cheddar cheese. Mix well. So basically make a hole in the dry ingredients. Then put the wet ingredients in there. Stir the liquids in, create a dough. After you create the dough, you want to break this shit down into patties and bake it. It's making fucking biscuits. Like I told you guys, making edibles isn't hard. The reason why that the edibles that you probably tried to make at home that you fucked up before, and I hate to sound like a preacher that keeps beating this into your head, but I want you to make good edibles for yourself. And the reason why people fuck them up is because they don't decarboxylate the fucking weed first. After you get the right can of butter, oil, milk, yogurt, whey, whatever you want to infuse it into, the tincture, the alcohol shit, you can just replace whatever that ingredient is with the infused version of it. So you can go home and make your own recipes right now. But because you're lazy and high just like me, then each and every Friday, I'm going to give you a new fucking recipe to make. Because I'm just a nice guy like that. Especially when I'm high. All right. So we are getting ready to get to my favorite fucking part of the show. Especially now that we're super baked and we got a lot of people in the room. And it's time to see who got motherfucking five.
Who got five? Oh yeah. Who got five? Who got five? Where's your five? Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's your five?
Can't take it
Who
nowhere.
putting up on the sack? Who got five?
This is higher learning.
All right. Top 5 movie villains of all time. We got a lot of people in the room, so we're going to have a lot of people's opinions. Somebody put 5 on it.
Where we starting? Which way we going? I'll start off. Top 5 villains? No order?
No order. Top 5 movie villains.
First, I'm going to go Thanos. Scariest nigga in the world.
Okay.
Next, I'm gonna go Tom from Tom and Jerry.
It's actually very
that
good.
is a clever one. That is a clever one, yo.
very good.
That is clever because I almost don't want to let that in, but he
That
is a
shit
villain.
fire.
Yeah. All right, you got that.
Tom from Tom and
All
Jerry.
right, shout out to Trey, yo. All right,
Yeah,
all right,
give me
shout
some
out
claps.
to Trey. I
Give me
gotta
some
get that nigga
claps.
some claps, yo. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
He gets he's on fire. All right, yeah. Shout out to Trey, yo.
So Thanos, Tom. What's the Green Goblin? You feel me? That nigga was just crazy because he was really crazy himself. You feel me? Like he really thought he was something. What's another one?
Wait, what?
How many you got right now?
Wait, what blunt? What is this?
Huh?
What weed is this? Sidebar.
That's
I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
mixed. That's
I've completely lost track of which strain of weed we're smoking right now.
That's the one I wrote.
I have no idea.
I know this is Bundt Cake.
It's gonna give you some time to think about the hero too.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? It burns very quick.
Nah, that's a backwood.
Damn,
That's
she
why.
gave you the alley oop. You're not supposed to give Trey extra time to think.
All
We,
right.
we be competing on these lists and shit. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
wait,
saying?
what kind of weed is this though?
That's
I have no idea.
that's the
5
now
seconds.
later and the Bundt Cake mix.
How many did you already name?
Huh?
How many villains did you name already?
Two.
All right, next one.
I did Tom and Jerry, Thanos. Oh, Green Goblin.
That's 3. 2 more.
Damn. What else? This is kind of hard.
I know, but I'm gonna kill you in my list.
You probably
Damn.
is.
I'm gonna body you in my
Cause
I
I
list.
need to
can't
look
think
up
of
names.
shit.
I
and
go
shit.
next?
Can we do the hard?
Yeah, you go next.
I can't think of shit. Green Goblin.
Do we have a countdown?
Oh no.
I mean, do you want us to come back to you, Trey?
No.
You have 4 right now,
All
right?
right, no, I'm at 3. Come back.
You had 3. We'll come back to Trey. So
I'm
Trey's
saying, can you repeat any or no?
repeat. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
repeat
yeah,
them. Yeah,
yeah.
you can repeat them. Yep.
Okay. Well, I have to say Thanos, definitely number 1. 'Cause
Uh huh.
he really did fuck shit up. 2 is definitely the Joker.
Which Joker though?
The Joker from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you give me. I need some answers.
Batman Begins. And no, the Joker from The Dark Knight.
Okay. I'm with you. Heath Ledger Joker. Okay.
Harvey 2. Mm-hmm. Two-Face is what I'm trying to talk about. For people that don't know what I'm saying about Harvey.
Oh, what the fuck is this? This that banana pound cake.
No.
Nah, that's
What is
that.
this?
That's that Bundt Cake.
Bundt Cake in the motherfucking paper. Oh Jesus.
All
right, carry on. Keep going.
That's that sage blunt. Mm-hmm.
That's that sage.
Sage blunt.
Bane.
Ooh.
I was gonna say.
You watch a lot of movies. That's why.
And I want to say.
This shit is some fire, yo. Take the shit. Take the shit away.
Take
the shit away.
The Reverse Flash.
This nigga gonna fall asleep while we recording.
Yeah.
The Reverse Flash. All right. That was a clever one, yo. I ain't gonna front, yo.
That was 5?
I ain't gonna front. That you pulled one out that I didn't expect anybody to come with. Let me give you some hand claps for that. He's on fire. All right. Who wants to go next? I got mine.
Go ahead, go in the circle.
I can go for more if y'all don't got none.
Shit, I was gonna say Bane.
No, you can say that.
Bane, the Joker, definitely. Well, no, the Green Goblin, the Joker, maybe 5.
No order.
Fucking damn. This is quite difficult, I think.
I know. I think some people don't realize how difficult some of these questions are. That's why I like top 5s versus like the top 50 list. I hate top 50 lists. It's like way too like lists are already gonna be biased based off your personal likes. But when you have a 5, you got to get real honest with yourself when it comes to a 5. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the grimiest?
Yeah. I just really keep up pearly.
I got one.
Damn.
All right, I'm ready for my
I got
list.
3 right now. That's it. Oh, what's the Black Spider-Man?
Venom.
He was a dick.
I saw what to name, but I already had my 5.
I mean,
he's my 6th one.
And the nigga with the 8 legs of Spider-Man.
To me,
Octopus.
I got Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. That nigga just keep coming back. He won't die. He just keep coming back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sage has just entered the building, yo. Now let me tell you something, yo. Like his whole vibe of his whole brand and everything like that. He's the guy who's supposed to pull one of those like Hail Marys like out just now that he just pulled, because that one's gonna be hard to beat. I didn't expect anyone to pull that one out too. All right, keep going. Keep going.
So you feel me? I got Frieza. I feel as though definitely Jason. So you feel me? Definitely him. Then of course you gotta go with Freddy.
Dang, you really thought outside.
Honestly,
okay. See,
he a nigga that keep you from wanting to go to sleep.
Honestly, I would probably say he's my number 1 if I were to change.
And then on top of that, the fact of the matter that you try to stay up, you still gonna go to sleep.
So
actually, Freddy number 2, Jason number 1, because Jason definitely killed Freddy.
But they're not villains though. I feel like Freddy's more of a villain.
Jason's not a villain.
Well, he was just like
he would kill anybody who came to his camp.
But who killed him though? His
No, he did.
Didn't he drown or something?
That's how he died.
Yes,
He haunted them though.
All right, I'm getting ready to throw my 5 on this shit.
Yeah,
all right.
This is higher learning.
All right, so my 5.
Don't play the plug before like you got the drop and shit.
I'm definitely rolling with Thanos. You know what I'm saying? We was unanimous on that shit, yo. But after that, I gotta go with the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker. That was a terrifying motherfucker. After that, we gonna have to hit you with Agent Smith from The Matrix.
I was thinking about him.
Yeah,
I forgot to say him.
You looking online? That's why. Alright. Because I was gonna say
Let's drop a bomb on that.
Niggas doing research.
This is higher learning.
Okay, so along with my list that I have, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with motherfucking Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Good one. That's a good one.
I swear I got it on my phone.
Wow.
Look, I had it on my phone. I had it on my phone. I was gonna say that. I had it on my phone.
And Darth Vader from Star Wars.
Wow.
What about Megatron?
Yo, I am your father.
Who does this go to?
All right, well, I'm gonna finish
fucking
my
high
list.
as shit.
That's
yo.
the.
I go that way.
That's the.
Where
is that? That's the banana pound cake.
That's the banana pound cake.
All right, that banana pound cake is stupid too. I don't know why we smoked the super strong strains all back to back in the cipher. What the fuck was we thinking?
All right, back to me. I'm gonna go Thanos.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Tom.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Scar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Terminator.
Oh.
I'm gonna go Terminator.
Oh, okay.
And what else do I see? Yes, I'm looking at a list, guys. and just for the hell of it, because nobody's going to think of it or thought of it, I'm going to go the witch from Wizard of Oz.
Okay. That was an interesting one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry, Wizard of Oz. I love it.
Yeah. Yo, Tom and Jerry, I think, was one of him and his brother are probably tied for one of the most interesting.
I knew
picks,
Sean was going to pull some
Breeze.
anime
He
shit
had a
out.
close second though. You know what I'm saying? Because he pulled one out the back pocket.
The other
too,
one
yo.
I was gonna say is
Flash.
Itachi.
Okay.
Nobody
Sasuke's
knows
brother.
who was it.
Ben.
Notice.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. So many thoughts weighing me down. I gotta work out. I gotta chill. I need a blunt. I'm working my nerves. Ay. I'm at the bottom. I made decisions. I guess I deserve it. I made a promise. Feed the whole family. And they still starving. What could be worse? I gotta do something. What could I do? Minimum wage. Flipping away. Don't fuck up the boo. Yeah. Don't be astonished. Ain't nothing promised. You could crash. You could burn. Just to be honest. Yeah. Roll another one. This ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing. Roll another one, this ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing. Yeah, a lot of thoughts I keep to myself. Who else can relate? Nobody else. I don't know if you can tell. I'm a prisoner to my thoughts. I stay on myself. I need release. It ain't easy. Tell me, how do I make someone believe in me? So many days, years fly by. You can't replace the time. People give up on you, but that ain't nothing new. They got their own shit to worry about. Got their own family, got their own dreams, got their own demons trying to keep from coming out. It's like when you wanna go do something. It's funny life will put you through something. Make me wanna go shoot something. Yo, a nigga gon' do something, but you gotta go do it. Roll another one, this ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing. Roll another one, this ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing. Hey, anxiety, testing my sobriety. Tub full of liquor, I'ma drown.
Notice.
It's a vibe.
Testing my sobriety. Roll another one, this ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing. Roll another one, this ain't enough. I smoke back to back till I'm numb. I can't feel a thing and I love it. Right now I don't give a fuck about nothing.
In the end, he wasn't.
I
You know
see.
he's not a villain.
This is a different generation. I don't know what that is. You watch Naruto? You know what Naruto?
You know what?
I kind of know what it is.
We don't gotta get into that. You know that's another.
Orochimaru.
See, all right.
Oh,
That nigga.
oh.
I don't know what the
So
fuck
let me
that
ask you a
is.
question.
Moving on.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be the hero or the sidekick?
Give me the side.
I mean,
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Do you want to be Batman or Robin?
Give me Robin.
Why?
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I know.
I play the side, get my little joint off. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm Gucci. Like
because when it all goes wrong, it's all blamed on Batman. Yeah,
I'm like, this nigga told me to stay in the corner and chill. He said he had it.
All right. So if you could choose, would y'all rather be a hero or a vigilante? Would you want to be the hero or what they
such a hard
or what they call the anti-hero? Basically, they're not a villain, but they're not necessarily a good guy. They're a guy that does some good, but they do a lot of things that are personally motivated for
the Green Arrow,
their agenda. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, would you rather be a hero or a vigilante? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I would much rather be a vigilante. Honestly, if I could pick my powers right now and be like who I was gonna be. Yeah, I'd be a vigilante on this motherfucker. I don't want to be obligated to be the hero.
Yeah, I want to do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Give me whoever makes the most money.
Well, Oliver Queen was like a billionaire. Yeah.
Who?
Well, I mean, vigilantes is like Batman. Basically, Batman is a vigilante.
And I fuck
Everyone
with Batman.
considers him a hero, but he's a vigilante.
I fuck with Batman.
He's 100%.
That's the reason why I think
that in the Dark Knight.
He be beating the shit out of niggas.
So Batman and Superman, bitch.
No, Batman. Batman is the greatest.
Batman gonna beat Superman.
He's the most perfect comic book character ever created.
Batman.
Batman is the most perfectly executed comic book ever created.
Storyline is crazy
because Batman doesn't have any powers. He's a vigilante. He's not a hero.
He could be all
and
the
he
heroes.
fucks Superman up.
So
Superman's an alien.
So Batman. So all right. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather Batman or Mega Man?
I forget.
Shit. I mean,
in that sense of that terms of what you just said.
Do I get the dog too? If I'm Mega Man, do I get my dog?
No, not Mega Man. Not Mega Man. You know what I'm talking about? What Iron Man? God damn it!
Iron Man. Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, right?
Damn.
I'd rather be Batman. Batman's keeping the hood, yo. Batman.
They both got.
Honestly,
they both
I feel
rich
as though
as shit.
Batman at a certain point he's gonna hack Iron Man's suit. Then what does Iron Man have?
They both smart as shit.
But
They
Batman
both rich
has
as
his
shit.
martial arts skills.
And he has a bad knee. That's corrected by Grace.
She got the injury report on that nigga. God damn.
Honestly, Batman still give Iron Man a hand.
Man,
He'll
give
beat
me
that
Iron
nigga the
Man.
fuck up.
Iron Man's
fuck
cool,
that.
man.
That nigga don't even gotta be in his suit.
Right.
Alright,
He
fuck
can
that
sit
shit.
in the dummy,
Batman gonna get his own suit.
Man,
The thing is, they both are arguably the richest heroes ever.
Alright, competitively,
Honestly.
you can say that
Or people that
on the same
are
level, I
from-
guess you could say.
Yeah,
I
as far as
still
when it
go
comes
with
to
Batman.
money, and gadgets and shit.
I still go with Batman
because they're both people with no powers.
He give niggas the hands.
Did you give me this?
That's true.
All right, y'all. So check this out. We gonna catch a vibe real quick, and then when we come back, we gonna run it back with another special edition of Fives. But this time, we gonna talk the sexiest black actresses of all time. And we're going to try to sell some of this Dreamland merch. So go visit a420podcast.com or visit it's not just me podcast.com. So a420 podcast or it's not just me podcast. Go to either one of them. They're going to take you to the same website and you can buy some fucking merch. And let's catch a vibe and then come back on Higher Learning.
We got vibes. Oh yeah. Who got vibes? Where's your vibes? Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's your vibes? Who putting up on the sack? Who got vibes?
All right. Sexiest black actresses of all time. Somebody put 5 on it.
I go. Sanaa Lathan. Nia Long.
All right.
This is kind of hard.
Gabrielle Union.
Nah.
Halle Berry. Like,
Halle Berry.
Nah. That's typical. That's
Nia
true.
Long's not Lathan.
Nia Long's not
but
typical?
they bad as shit.
And
Halle Berry.
Give me what's shorty off of Jamie Foxx?
You talking about Garcelle Bovo?
Yeah.
Bovo?
Yeah.
She had one of them fucking like French ass like names like that.
Yeah.
Creole.
Give me her.
Her mama was probably Creole.
Give me her.
All right. Fancy was one. She was one.
Yeah.
She was one that niggas was on back in the day, but niggas forgot about her after she fell out the limelight. That's how you know that she was like, we wasn't really on her. We was just on her because we seen her every day. But after she went away, niggas ain't think about her except for you.
Right.
You probably the only person to put her in
I'm
the top
probably
five.
about to be the only person thinking about this one. I don't know if she counts as a black actress, but shorty that played Cat Williams. John and Friday After Next.
Oh yeah.
The little.
If she's black and she's an actress, then she counts as a black actress.
Well, I take her. She is bad as shit.
But you don't know her name though.
Megan Fox.
I don't know her name.
Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit, ladies.
I mean, I said Megan Fox. Megan Good.
Megan Good. Megan Fox. No, she not black though.
Megan Good is what I meant.
But give me Parker McKenna Posey.
Yeah, shout out my baby.
I need her. Yeah. That's 4.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay.
That's 4. They the ones that put me on the whole time.
Not in that category, yes, but just not in that category.
I mean, she's a black actress, technically.
Yeah, are we talking about chocolate women or just...
Period. Just black women.
Caramel.
Period. Just period.
Top actresses,
Light skin.
though?
However way you like it. However way you like it. It go this way, god damn it.
Parker McKenna Posey, eh?
And give me. What the fuck do that mean? What's the laughing for? What do the A mean? That's the whole thing. What's the A? Parker McKenna Posey, eh?
Does Beyonce count?
She did play in some movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obsessed.
Same.
Oh shit,
That's
yo.
not funny. Not from the TV show. That's not from the. That's what you're thinking. I'm not talking about for my wife and kids. Parker
I know.
Posey.
I know.
I'm talking about
I
the
know.
grown.
I know. I seen her in a TV show recently, and I was said to myself, "Damn, Parker McKenna Posey is looking good as a motherfucker."
Good as a
And
bitch.
then shortly after that, the little good conscience jumped on my shoulder and it whispered to me something that I should have reminded myself.
That you're
and then
over 30.
I had a fight of consciousness is what it called. I don't know. I had an ethical dilemma, and I chose the side of yeah. All right, I'll put my 5 on it. Kerry Washington's definitely there. I'm going to put KJ Smith, not just because we have the same name, but she's the chick, this light skin that's in Tyler Perry's Sisters. They got the little twisty little dreads or whatever and shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Body
about.
is super right, face super right, and every nigga don't have her
Hold on,
on the
I
list.
didn't even finish mine though.
Oh, I'm about to say because I got to put a joint on my
Well,
list.
I'm gonna
that
just
niggas- I
say
know
Tracy
niggas-
Ellis Ross. Go ahead, that's it.
Okay, all right. So I got
she
2.
Is fat as shit. God damn.
I'm gonna go with some
So
of the
derogatory.
classics.
With the crooked eye.
Oh my god. Wow.
I gotta go with some of the classics like.
Angela Bassett.
Well, I'm
That
gonna
old-
definitely put Nia Long in there.
Okay.
She's been a lifelong joint. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Who does it go to?
Do it go this way? God damn.
All right.
Oh no.
So that's 3.
What about Jada Pinkett Smith?
I if I had more, I would put her in, but I can't put her in the 5. But I think that Zoe Kravitz is 100% going in my 5, yo.
Yes, but not in the. She's so young though.
But I
feel
think
we should
Zo-
do the age group.
I think Zoe Kravitz is like one of the most
Saldana,
interesting.
does she count?
No,
Zoe
she would count. She would count.
She would count.
Who?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. And I don't really usually like those types, but Zoe Kravitz is that type of those types that I'm into.
Sidebar. You know
All
who
right.
used to be My favorite, like my crush growing up.
Oh,
she around my age.
Oh,
but motherfucking Keke Palmer, yo.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was something about nigga. I used to watch Aquila and the B. You remember showing when we was? I used to watch Aquila and the B, nigga. Just
I used to when I'm like, bro, what is it good with
you? Hold up, pause. Back then, I was young. I was only like 14, 15. So
all right, let me throw my fifth one out there real quick.
All right,
Gabrielle Union.
Okay, I knew somebody was going to throw her in there.
But her and Kerry Washington have similar reasons why they're on my list because they are fine. There are definitely women that are finer than both of them that another nigga will put on his list, but they have these facial expressions.
Well, sex appeal
that they make. And they facial expressions are super sexy. Like, that's what oversells them, yo.
Sex appeal.
Yeah.
You know what made me not like Gabrielle? Not saying that she's not beautiful or anything. Don't get it twisted. I know she's bad as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Deliver Us from Eva.
Oh.
I don't like that movie. And it just made me look at her like, ugh, that's how you really act. Because she played that shit too good. You feel me? Like,
Wait, what role?
Deliver Us from Eva. It go that way. Don't
I did see
this
that.
another one?
Oh, they didn't want it.
Yeah. Remember, we had that.
They don't want it?
Look. We had that banana pound cake, which is London pound cake with Golden State banana put together. And it's an indica leaning hybrid. So right now, we're breaking one of the 420 codes, or we might be following it. I don't know. One of the 420 codes said to balance indica and sativa. I think we might be following it because we smoked a lot of sativa and indica together. And right now, I'm in a fucking whirlwind of reefer.
I'm just stuck right now.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I don't know if I'm up or if I'm chilling.
Facts. I'm like, is there oxygen?
Yeah, like.
All right, so you know what?
Smoke.
Yeah.
I am going to give them a recipe. Once again, like I told you guys, I went on this website called Delish just because I like looking for recipes of shit to cook. I'm a cook. Like, I used to be a cook before I turned into a corporate fucking suit.
I used to want to be a chef.
A great fucking cook. Let me tell you before you go into this. We used to be, I'm going to call it the trap because, goddamn it, it was like everybody in this shit. And when I mean this nigga used to just whip up meals to feed at least 10 niggas. And niggas used to be in the line. I swear with a bowl out, like, thank you. You feel me? Like, that shit used to, I don't know what it used to be. He used to make some oodles and noodles and something. And I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Give me something. Give me something.
That's all right.
Nigga, he'll go to the store, come back with 3 bags. You feel me? And cook a motherfucking meal for motherfucking 10 people. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this shit is for bacon cheeseburger egg rolls. Now that we've gotten to this point where I've showed you guys how to
turkey
infuse
bacon?
All these different... Trey, if you want to make it with turkey bacon, you can. It's possible. Anything is possible.
I'm just saying.
But this
pork on the floor.
Well, it's pork in this fucking ingredients, right? Now listen, you guys can infuse this recipe if you want to. You just have to replace something with something infused. I'm going to walk you through that point when I find parts of this recipe, but I need you to learn how to do it on your own. That way, when I do this part, I can just read through the recipe like I've been doing all season. But let's get to it. All right, so it's basically like a fried cheeseburger, okay? But it's going to be a bacon cheeseburger egg roll, all right? You're going to take a tablespoon of vegetable oil plus more for frying. If you would like to, you can use canna oil for this. I don't know how much difference it's going to make, but because it's an egg roll, all that canna oil is going to soak into the egg roll that you fried in. So it's probably going to get you super high. Try it out. Let me know what happens. You take 1 large onion, chop it, 2 cloves of garlic, minced, 1 pound of ground beef. Now, with the ground beef, you can take... What does this go to?
I don't think they said they wanted.
With the ground beef, you can take grinded up decarbed weed, like I told you guys that you can grind up in the handheld coffee grinder or whatever, and you can add that to your ground beef the same way how a person would add breadcrumbs to their ground beef when they made hamburgers. So if you ever seen anybody add breadcrumbs to
need
their
the address?
Yeah, it thickens it up, holds it together. Put it in my
So if you ever seen anybody, you know what I'm saying, like put breadcrumbs in their hamburgers, then you could put the decarbed wheat in there like this. Then you need a tablespoon of ketchup, a tablespoon of yellow mustard, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, some cooked bacon, and some cheese. And you need some egg roll wrappers. In a large skillet over medium heat, you want to heat the oil, add the onion, garlic, and cook until it's soft. Then you want to cook it for about 6 minutes. Add the beef and cook until it's no longer pink, of course. 5 to maybe 10 minutes, of course, or more. Stir in the ketchup, mustard, Worcestershire sauce until combined. Add the bacon and cheese and stir until the cheese is melted. Then you're going to create a mixture and you're going to drain some of the oil off of it. Then you want to roll the egg rolls. Place the egg roll wrappers in a diagonal direction and spoon 1 to 2 tablespoons of cheeseburger mixture onto the center of the roll. Reading from the bottom, roll halfway up and then fold in sides and roll tightly but gently. Seal with a drop of water and set aside. Repeat until all the mixture is used up. And then in a deep-sided skillet or pot, heat 2 inches of oil until bubbling. Fry the egg rolls until golden 2 to 3 minutes, then transfer to a paper towel lined plate. Serve with ketchup and mustard. And that is how you make your bacon cheeseburger egg rolls. So you can infuse them 2 ways. Once with the oil or once with the breadcrumbs or the flour and the beef.
Yo, we need video of this shit.
I know. Yeah, I see you over there break the whole thing down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Just did a whole sign language on how to cook the shit. And I swear she just cooked it.
All right, so anybody want to shout out some Instagrams and shit before we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. Shout out to 6 a.m. That's my clothing line coming soon. So
okay, all right.
At 6 a.m. Co. Go follow that.
All right. Well, this episode was brought to you by 6 a.m. Clothing Co. Yeah.
And this episode was brought to you by Established 91.
Okay. This episode was brought to you by Dreamland Clothing Co.
Hold up. Why am I do mine?
This episode was brought to you by Established in 1991.
No, not in.
Established 1991.
Okay, thank you.
Now I gotta keep using my movie phone voice.
Go ahead. You got this.
Sage, go ahead. What's yours?
Shout out Black Sage. It's Black_Sage. You feel me on Instagram?
Hold up, people.
This episode was brought to you by Black Sage. Enter the Sage.
This nigga is high.
I'm high as shit.
Listen. High as shit. Go ahead. You next. What's your shit?
Shout out K Breezy, K.Breezy 3 E's.
All right. And this episode was brought to you by Breezy and everybody else in the building. It was brought to you by a lot of people. Yeah, we're super high. I'm glad you guys made it through this episode. I'm glad that we made it through this fucking episode. Next week,
Niggas
I
fell asleep.
think we're gonna go.
Welcome to LA. I got jet
chill
lag
with some
and everything.
peoples.
Yeah, I don't even know what
We
time
might
it
go
is
check
right
out the
Bro,
Cannabis
it doesn't
Cafe.
matter what time it is. We're here.
I don't know.
Is that the move tonight? We were asking people around. We like caught these like.
now. Bro, we left here.
All right, so let's just catch a vibe and get the fuck out of here.
This my nigga Paperboy Wigs, man. Catch this motherfucking vibe, dog.
First Love on High
Bitch.
Alert.
Notice. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Money, a nigga love that money. Ooh, money, a nigga love that money. Ooh, a nigga love that money. Ooh. Money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, them bitches love that money. Ooh. I used to see the fish scale called the scuba diver. Now I'm seeing more green than some $1,000. Get it in bulk, call it heads and lettuce. Move weight like fat people doing calisthenics. Athletic with the work, I can stretch and toss packs. Call them alley hoops, throw it and they catch it. Say talk cheap, my nigga not mines. Drop a couple stacks just to see the grill shine. So yeah, I blew cheese, got cheese to blow. Smoke and relish out the jar with a nerdy hoe. Call her my bookworm, cause she she a brain pro who educate me while I drive, so I swerve slow and know I'm strapped up. Eagle with a Wesson, cause my neck and wrist looking like an intersection. And you ain't never seen when it come to gunplay. Bullets like hot fudge can catch them on a Sunday.
Notice.
Money, a nigga love that money. Ooh, money, a nigga love that money. Ooh.
This is higher learning. It's a vibe.
Money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, them bitches love that money. Ooh. Keep Reggie, blow cushion, I push sour. Be running through the grass, shitting like a rock waller. And now I'm pop collars. I pop tags, buy new guns, my hoes get the shoes and bags. Cut the dreads off and chicks still throw the ass. They just hit me for a ride like they dialing cabs. Not to brag, but I'm better than I ever been. A sucker for love is something that I never been. Won't let a hoe in my career like Evelyn. Rules to this game in my brain is embedded in all them late nights a nigga spent like Letterman. Grinding so hard, man, I deserve a Letterman. Knocking on the door, but the game wouldn't let him in. I was with the J's trying to get to them letter M's. That's millions, stack it to the ceiling.
It's a vibe.
Notice.
A nigga love that money. Ooh, money. A nigga love that money. Ooh, a nigga love that money. Ooh. Money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, money, my bitches love that money. Ooh, them bitches love that money. Ooh.
Notice.
It's a vibe. This is higher learning.
If you want to listen to more, visit our official website at a420podcast.com.